Hi.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
How are you?
I'm good. It's pouring rain outside. It is hitting off
It
your
literally
window.
just happened. Like, I've heard it before as we were filming, and then all of a sudden it was like...
So if all of a sudden, if you are a true fan, if all of a sudden you see Josh and his family and then me trailing on the back on the unicorn floaty, it's because his basement flooded.
Yes, and we're going... Yeah, we will... And the door isn't actually finished, like the door frame. So if you look over there... So, yeah, water might get in.
Good thing we have floaties.
Yep, we'll be okay. We'll be good.
I'll grab the kids. You grab your wife. And I'll try to grab the cat.
No one's grabbing the cat. Lily's going to fend for herself. She wouldn't even let us grab the cat. Maybe Serena could grab the cat. Maybe. She hates everybody. I want to address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
Style. Look at that. Look at that.
It's matching.
If you follow our like Instagram or TikTok, you've seen the video already with the matching outfit, like probably weeks ago. But if you're just watching for the first time, and the chain. I've never called you out on the chain.
Oh, this?
But you got
this
the chain.
This is from H&M.
You wear that as if like your glasses. Like
I do wear it a lot.
All the time.
Yeah, I have this one and a smaller one that I wear.
Okay.
But they're both like the second one I got from my cousin, and it's very awesome, and I love it, and I get compliments on it every time I wear it. This one I just got from H&M. I lost it for 2 years, and I just found it like 2 months ago.
It works.
It does work.
It works with all the different things. But yes, you're wearing a full matching jumpsuit, and she said it's the sweatsuit.
It's a
sweatsuit.
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 Sweatshirt.
And
or matching set.
Yes. And she said it's in now.
It is in now.
And she said that I wouldn't get it because I'm old.
You are old, but I can't tell if you're making fun of me or if you actually like it.
No, I laughed when she said she had it, and then I saw it in the bag, and then she came out wearing it, and I was just like, it works. I think, like you say, it's because you're tall, probably, but also like the chain works.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it work.
I kind of look and feel like a SoundCloud rapper, if I'm being honest.
Yes, for sure. What's happened to SoundCloud rappers? Are they still like no one's on there anymore?
I have quite literally never listened to SoundCloud ever once in my life. Have I ever listened to SoundCloud ever?
I used to upload music on there.
No.
Yeah.
Are you for real?
From like acoustic songs. I wouldn't like sing because my voice is horrible, but just like instrumentals or like little things that I was working on.
What?
And then a really good friend of ours who we met through YouTube and everything back in our day of my wife and I doing YouTube, Jordan, shout out. She would upload her music, and she's a beautiful singer, amazing musician. And sometimes I would do guitars, like acoustic guitar for her, and I would upload it. She would get the file, and then she would make it into like a longer 1 minute song.
Why am I only hearing about this
because it's just a chat between two people who don't know each other and finding out about each other in real time.
Shit,
That's the name of the show.
With the SoundCloud
artiste.
Wow, like did you ever get any like?
No. I didn't do it. I really did it more for sharing between me and my friend Jordan. Mm-hmm. And then but I made everything public, and I put tags like acoustic and instrumental and things like that, just to like, I don't know, it would have been fun to like get people to be like, oh wow, that like melody's really cool. I never had like a full song. I would have like, maybe a verse or a chorus or something I'm working on.
Well, as we know, I was in theater. I can't really sing. I try. My brother is very talented. I envy him because he can sing very well.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah, he's phenomenal. He's like, when he proposed to his now wife, he sang to her and played her a song on guitar.
What song? Or did he make it up?
No, he didn't make it up.
I'm putting you on the spot. Are you gonna get in trouble for not remembering this?
Oh my God, broski, sisty. I'm very sorry. I can't remember. I don't know. I think it was an Elvis song. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you don't remember. That's amazing though.
Do I know why I don't remember?
Why?
Because I was in charge of taking pictures. So here's how it went when my brother got engaged. I had work.
I'll take it.
I had work that morning.
Okay.
But
did you know the engagement was happening?
Yes, but it was like not, I want to say last minute thing, but there was like a big sale, and they I used to work in retail, and they needed me at the store.
Oh my God, I thought you meant the engagement was a last minute thing because there was a big sale at the jewelry store and he went and
Oh
got
my
the
God,
ring.
no.
I thought and I was like, I don't know if you should be sharing this.
No.
For
I
you,
used to
you
work. Yes. So I used to
Okay.
work. I live on top of the place that I used to work for like years,
Yes.
and like I'm still very close. Whatever. But I had.
It was you. You were working.
I was working. It was a really big sale for the store that weekend,
Yeah.
and they were moving into a new home. He was proposing. I was like, I'm not gonna make it. They're like, we need you to take pictures. She didn't know what was happening. Like it was also like a move-in, like final touch-up weekend for like getting stuff in. But
Gotcha.
he was gonna propose because it was like a new home, and like my family was going. He didn't know I was coming because I was like, I looked at my boss and I was like, I'm not missing this. Sorry, I'm leaving. So I left work early, grabbed my camera, sped all the way down to where they live. Up. He yells at me every time I say that. I don't know. Sorry.
That's like the on Long Island, in Long Island.
Who the hell cares?
Thing.
I'm going up and down. I'm going somewhere. You're lucky I know my lefts and rights like 50%
I'm
of
horrible
the
at
time.
directions, so I'm not even gonna get in the conversation.
No, who cares, right? So I go. And the hardest part about it is I have a huge camera. The camera that I used, I actually did their engagement photos as well. But it was this huge camera that I had to pretend I was using to take pictures of their house to show my grandparents. So I had to carry it, or because the other, like, there was nowhere to put it. Like, they didn't really have anything.
And
in
you
want
to like not just call attention to it, but it's so funny.
It was so awkward.
Because
it was
you
so
had
awkward.
a phone if you wanted to take pictures for your grandmother.
Oh no! And then
but like you would just use that. Like,
yeah,
so you had
but
to
then
pretend.
her dad did the exact same thing, and he had like what we have, a huge camcorder. He's like, "Oh, for Grammy and Grandpa, they want to see."
Has she said now that time has passed that she was like, I knew there was something going on?
I don't know. She's also very like, when she's focused on one thing,
it's just focused. And
yeah. So and also moving into a new home is very
That's-
stressful.
There's a lot going on.
I'm sure the cameras were the last thing on her mind. But we would walk into every room and take a picture and take a picture and take a picture, and he would take a video, and it was like, oh my God. So I was so stressed out like all day because I'm like, I gotta get the shot. I gotta get the shot. And then he decides to
photo taking of this moment is way more stressful than the video because you just hit the button on the video.
I'm gonna put them on blast right now because they also decided to he decided to do it in their basement.
Ooh.
Finished.
Oh, so like this?
But not this much light.
Oh, okay.
Dark.
That's even harder.
And I was like, oh my God. So the pictures of them actually getting engaged shot.
Okay.
Shot. Luckily it's on video. But
the video works?
Her dad got the video.
Got a good
but
video.
It was so dark and like one light and like 10 people and I in a small room, and I was like, this is just not cutting it. But I did take their engagement photos, and it was great.
See, that's a story I would have never guessed that story would have like came. See? I'm a SoundCloud artist. You're a engagement photo photographer.
They came out really good. Hit me up.
The engagement session, not the engagement.
Not the actual. Yeah, they didn't come out that good.
But we're blaming brother on that one.
We're gonna blame. I'm not gonna say his name. We're gonna blame Broski on that one.
Exactly.
We're gonna blame him.
I'm blaming you, but you don't know me. But
he's like, I don't know you, but it's your freaking fault. You freaking loser.
I just I have in my back pocket that I trump a lot of people with engagement stories. I proposed to Serena on top of the Hollywood sign in LA. That was back. You can still
You proposed to her in California?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
Because we lived there. Obviously, I've
Yeah,
said
I
that
knew
before.
that.
And then we went back for a YouTube convention. But we wanted to go back to some of our old spots. Like we did the hike up to the Hollywood sign a bunch. When you don't have a lot of money and you live in like LA, like you find free things. Like everybody hikes because it's free.
Mm-hmm.
So that was back when you could hike all the way to the top and you would look down. Like the sign would be literally from like here to like maybe the camera. Like
Wow.
just over the fence.
Mm-hmm.
Proposed to her on top of the Hollywood sign.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how I want to be proposed to.
Be proposed.
It's
Do
just like,
you want a story? Or do you just want
to be
a good
special.
intimate moment?
I don't know.
And I
don't
should say,
know.
like, there was like maybe like one other couple that was up there with like when I proposed. So it wasn't like a big public moment,
Yeah.
but it was more public out
Yeah.
in the thing. Or would you want like an intimate like dinner kind of a.
No, not dinner.
Okay.
If you propose to me in a restaurant, I'm gonna knock
What
you
about the
out.
people that put it in like dessert? Would you eat it?
100%. You're putting dessert in front of me and expect me to look in it before I eat it?
Dude, there's so many people
Are
that
you
do that.
cereal?
That's so many.
What do? They dissect
Do you
it.
know?
Let me make sure there's not a hard piece of metal in here. No,
Exact-
screw off.
Boom.
I'm eating it.
I had to carry, by the way, for this proposal. I had to carry the ring all the way up the hike.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun. Oh, and I had it in my bag, obviously, when we went.
In a box?
Yeah, but I got stopped, extra checked for security for that. And I was just like, and I was like, Serena, go ahead. Like, I'll be fine. They're gonna check. And then I was like, hey, dude, there's a thing in here. And I was like, an engagement ring. Don't just be like, what's this? And he's like, I gotcha. And he was really nice. It was just a
good.
random search.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like they saw it and they were worried.
Yeah.
But yeah. So don't put, if you're going to propose to Meg, don't put it in food because she'll eat it. Even if it's sitting on top of a pizza, she'll probably eat it.
Yeah, no, if it's pizza, forget it. We're going to the hospital right after. If you put that, if it's on pizza or chicken wing, or no, I shouldn't say chicken wings, but chicken tenders,
Yeah.
forget it. It's
You said
gone.
no to chicken wings.
Well, I
you not-
like chicken tenders. I like dipping chicken tenders more than I like chicken wings.
I didn't know if you were like, oh, I can't eat like meat off the bone.
Oh,
chicken
hell
wing.
no.
Okay. There's people like that.
No,
I
can
had
do
an
it.
ex that was like that.
Really?
Couldn't eat any meat
Vegetarian?
off a bone. No,
Not
she
a
liked-
vegetarian.
No, but she couldn't eat any meat off a bone. Like, but if it was like a steak and it had a bone, like she could cut it off. But like chicken wings and stuff like she couldn't eat meat
Why?
off a bone. I don't know. It was like, which actually sometimes I like could talk myself into being a vegetarian when you literally think you're eating meat off a bone,
Are
and
you
then you
ready?
start like freaking out.
You ready for this?
Yes.
When I was in high school, my Spanish teacher was very strange. We watched Judge Judy for 90% of the class in
Love it.
English.
Should have been Spanish, but okay.
In English, we just watched Judge Judy. That was his thing. That's all we did,
I love
and
it.
none of us learned a lick of Spanish because of it. But, he was just so off the wall. He put on a documentary one time about how there's pesticides.
I don't know where we're going with this, so I'm going to say yes to pesticides.
What's the other one? Like the worm.
I don't know.
The worm that lives in you and like takes over your body.
A tapeworm?
No.
Yeah, tapeworm.
Is it tapeworm? No. There's a name. It's like something side.
Okay. Insecticide?
No. Josh is going to Scientology. Nope. Did I just call him a Scientologist?
I wanted my mouth. It took that long to be able to swallow the water. But I know why you got there, because you were thinking of like ology for like all this stuff, and then you were like Scientology. Holy crap!
Oh my God, he's not a Scientologist. Scientology.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, there was a bug.
It's a
We'll
bug.
call it a pesticide because I don't think it's a pesticide. I don't think
Okay.
it's a tapeworm either. It's some type of thing, like a bug that like grows
What
in
were
you.
we talking about to get on this so I can get caught back up?
Meat. Eating meat. And then we got curved on Scientology.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I say a lot of mean things, but I did not mean to say that.
Oh gosh. Okay. So we're
Um,
saying some sort of insect
Sex
worm.
that like yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
Yes.
But he said it was a documentary about this woman who ate pork that was not cooked enough and it didn't kill that, and she got it and it was like a worm living in her brain for like years that developed because of whatever the pesticide. I don't know what
the thing.
I don't know what it is. Whatever it was, lived in her brain and was like, but that's what those worm things do. Like they find a host and they like
Latch in.
connect and they like take over, and it was like making her violently ill. I didn't eat pork for at least a year and a half. My dad could have actually strangled me.
Any pork?
I wouldn't eat. the only type of pork that I would eat was bacon because you can tell like that was cooked.
Correct. You can like fry it to all hell.
Like I wouldn't have like pulled pork, pork chops, the only type of pork. And really, even most times, if I had to have bacon, I would beg my parents to get turkey bacon. I would not. My dad was so mad at my Spanish teacher. He was like, why is he putting that stuff in your head? You're not even supposed to be. But yeah.
Do you know
When you think about it enough, you can definitely convince yourself to be a vegetarian.
Oh, correct. Like with the eating meat off the bone, I think about eggs sometimes. I'm like, this is weird.
It's coming out of a butt.
Yep. And but it's all so
good.
good. I was gonna ask you something. Turkey bacon. Do you know that's not as healthy? It's like I don't know.
I don't eat it for the health.
No, but there was a whole like big turkey. You know, like they say, big pharma. Big turkey put out all this stuff. Get turkey bacon. It's like worse for you. I think
Probably because it's probably more processed.
Yeah. Just throwing that out there in case anybody wants that knowledge.
For sure. It's like when things are
turkey bacon like every day because we're like, this is health.
We're being healthy.
Yes,
we're being healthy.
When I say like we had turkey bacon almost
well,
every other day.
that's like when people say that like organic.
I'm like still crying.
that I called you a Scientologist.
Yeah. Okay.
That's when people say that things are organic.
To be healthier?
It's not.
No.
Not all the time.
No.
Sometimes, but
and
not
then
all
you got
the time.
like the free range like chicken, but like they could be free range all in one. They're just not in a cage.
Yeah, free range in one room. It'd be like us having chickens all in this room.
Yeah, like it's almost
range.
better to like if we had one cage here with one chicken in it.
Yeah.
Is more humane than like a free range of just like a tiny room with like 1,000 chickens.
My cousin, she was, I think she still is, but not as much. She was hardcore vegetarian for a very long time.
My best friend was.
Trickling into vegan. But her thing was she would eat meat if she knew that it was like properly raised on a farm, properly cared for, was not like going through like the...
So hers was a moral thing.
Yeah.
Not a like, I can't take the life of another animal.
It was just like, it is what it is. Like, we're going to eat meat. We're human beings. But just because they're animals doesn't mean they deserve to have to go through what they go through. And also when they go through what they go through at like high volume food processing plants, what are you putting into your body?
Correct.
So like if they're like a healthy, like they got to live a life, like they weren't like imprisoned. Like
and somebody's like, hey, I had to kill my cow. I have all this meat. Does anybody want any?
Yeah. Like it's not like there's very much so into like healthy raising of animals for slaughter for food. But
my friend did it to see if he could. And then he got like used to it.
Yeah.
Then he did it
that happens.
Yeah. He was just like, oh.
The hard part is reintroducing yourself to meat. I've heard that's like worse than cutting it out.
We were at a flea market and he really wanted a cheesesteak from a stand. And he broke his vegetarianism because of a cheesesteak stand.
Did he get sick?
I don't think so.
Yeah. See, she was vegetarian
but I don't remember.
She was vegetarian for so long that I think when she had meat again for the first time, it like made her stomach upset.
Yeah.
Because like your body doesn't.
No,
it needs to process it again. Like if you go without something for so long, your body just kind of wipes that cycle. So you're kind of starting all over.
Like you're a baby.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like me.
Speaking of food.
Yes.
So I have been personally obsessed with rewatching Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
From like start to finish.
Okay.
And like my wife and I will watch it and we're like, I'm not saying we're like great cooks. I do all the cooking, but I'm not saying we're like great cooks. But there's like these guys are supposed to be professionals and they like can't, they're only supposed to like cook scallops. They're only supposed to cook steak for the whole night and they mess it up so bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I think I could like do something. And it got me thinking, what reality show, it doesn't have to necessarily be game. It could be that could you do and potentially win and be successful?
So there's one show on MTV. So is Kitchen Nightmares yours?
I don't.
Or Kitchen Master Iron Chef? Like what?
Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's
It probably would have to be Master Chef because Master Chef is home cooks.
Yeah.
If you give me, and I also found out from MasterChef, you get to bring 4 cookbooks with you. You can't have your phone or anything like that. I think if I brought 4 cookbooks that like one of them was like the basics of like how to make a like white wine reduction sauce. Like if I could get that information, that actually might be my show.
Yeah.
Is MasterChef. I think I could at least get to the top 5.
So I thought
Although
I had.
Serena and I did try out, we didn't get any very far, but we did try out for the Amazing Race. We thought we'd be really good for that.
Oh, you guys would be really good for that.
But I'm horrible at directions, and she gets anxiety with new areas. So
Never mind.
go for it. What would be yours if you could do well?
I had an answer, but now I don't know. I definitely know what one I would not do well on.
I know. I which one would you? I know which one I would horribly do wrong. I'll be the first one to go home.
I kind of have, it's like reversed Ink Master.
Okay, good. Well, wait, what do you mean? Like for you tattooing people?
No. How in the sand hell do those canvases just go in there and let these...
Because you get to go on TV. People want their 15 minutes. Look
but
at us.
have you seen some of the results?
Oh, they're horrible.
Oh
and
my God.
I saw there was a girl crying.
Sobbing. It's on you for the rest of your life. And some of those things, if they're effed up that bad, good luck
And
getting
if
it
they're
covered
big,
up.
yeah.
Good luck.
I would fail horribly at, which you would know this because of the eating, I would fail horribly at Survivor.
Oh, yeah, I would
I would do well with being in the remote area and the physical challenges.
all of it, I would fail.
But anytime you'd be like, we have to eat bugs.
Oh, and there was the other one, Fear Factor.
I
Zero
would
shot.
Zero shot only because of stage number 2. Fear factor number 1 is always like a fun physical activity. Number 2 is always a gross food. And number 3 was always just like a very, very difficult, I think, activity, if I remember.
The one that I thought that I would do well on, but now I'm not so sure. I thought that I would do well on MTV's Are You the One?
Okay. And she did, we kind of talked about this because we were having this discussion. We were like, this would be good for the podcast. And then I was like, she explained the show about trying to find the match based off of stuff you do before. And if everybody finds matches, you get some cash money.
Yeah, you get some cash money. And it
What's that
rarely
from?
ever happens. I have no idea.
Cash money.
Cash money.
It's
I don't know.
your mama. Wilmer Valderrama, your mama. God damn, you're so young.
You
missed out.
Old.
Go
do you want
ahead.
me to get your cane out from the closet, Grandpa?
Yes, please, so I can actually, Wilmer is, we're canceling Wilmer.
Okay,
So,
canceled.
yep.
No, but with that show, like I said, you have to find your match and do whatever. But there's a possibility that you fall in love with somebody who's not your match. And if that happened to me, I think I would just go ape shit.
Because you have to watch them
Try to find their match.
imagine be dating and
You have to do the same thing.
yeah.
But somehow miraculously, you can go, say there's 10 episodes, you can go 9.5 episodes of not a single damn person finding their match. And then all of a sudden at the end of episode 10, it's oh my God, we did it! And it's how? You just spent the whole season
not finding your match.
not finding it.
And
I
randomly
do think
find
some of the heartbreak is real because you can't, sometimes you just can't fake heartbreak. Some of it I'm yeah, shut up. But then some of it I'm ow. That probably had to suck. But then at the end I'm how much you doing, girl?
Could you do any shows that were I'm saying this not calling you dumb.
I'm dumb.
But ones that were more trivia based. So
for senseless knowledge,
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I would even consider Wheel of Fortune because you have to know the clues. Jeopardy. I tried
Definitely
out.
not Jeopardy.
I tried out for Jeopardy. I did the whole the test online and everything.
Definitely not Jeopardy.
Oh, I didn't. I did.
Wait, what's the one? Oh, Wheel of Fortune. I could probably. That's the one with the letters.
Yeah,
I can. My
but
dad
you
and
gotta
I.
strategize for that though.
My dad and I, when I lived at home, we would yell at the TV.
I know. But you're probably yelling, and you don't know that they don't know it. But sometimes if you know it, you're God, I'm in second place. I got to get more cash, and so you spin the wheel to try to get some more cash. That's the strategy part. You can get the.
Oh, I would just say the word. I'd be pineapple. Yeah, no, I don't know. I feel with that show, I would probably, with Are You the One, I'd probably end up getting into a physical altercation with somebody.
I could see that.
Get off my man!
I could see that.
Somebody come get you.
We also thought you might fall in love within 30 minutes.
Less than. It's a problem. I know.
It's okay. Meg falls hard. It's
I
okay.
do. But is it a bad thing?
It's not. All you ask for is to go on this reality show, fall in love within 30 minutes, and not get proposed to in...
Should I sign up for The Bachelor or Bachelorette?
I think you should. I think you should.
I don't know if I...
What would you sign up for? Do they allow non-bachelor bachelorette people to be the bachelorette anymore because now they pull from like the previous seasons, right?
Yeah, because it
So
used
you
to
would
be an
have
open application.
so you would have to be on The Bachelor to try to woo over the guy, and then they love you so much that they would be like, well, let's bring Meg back for the Bachelorette. That's the way you would have to do it. So would you would never be able to do The Bachelor. You would get in a fight first night.
He's mine.
What is it, like 12 women?
Oh God.
15?
Also, I don't know how I feel about that.
About the realness of it, about do we think it's real? I mean, no reality show is real. I know that. I'm not an idiot. But sometimes it's like fake real. So
It's weird. Like
it is weird.
It's like you're putting pigs in a ring with a lion. Like it's just like which one is he gonna kill last? Like it's just weird to me.
And they also like you're living with those people.
Yeah.
It's just weird after the fact.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
Dale and I went to the beach last
even
night.
If you're not
Dale and I went for breakfast. It's like,
even if you're not a jealous person,
it's still
you could just
strange.
be jealous that like the producers chose for them to have a better night, like a better date than you got, and like you're just jealous of the whole situation. You're not
because then like all of those people get emotionally attached to one person, and then they all have to go through their own heartbreak.
Yeah, it's weird.
Ouchie.
And then how many of them like they get to them and they like don't get engaged or they like break up
instantly?
Yeah. It's not good. It's not a great process.
Why do people love it so much? My best friend
loves the drama. Loves the drama.
Does. She's also the one that introduced me to Are You the One? So, and that show you want to talk about drama.
There is a show that I did in LA. Try to put an audition for and go on. I tried to go on Wipeout. I think I would have been fun on that show. I don't think I would have won that show, but I think I would have been a fun person on that show.
Yeah.
And like falling off the big red balls and like falling in the water.
You said big red balls and it reminded me of Christmas.
Okay.
That's like those huge ornaments that people put outside of their house.
Who
they're
puts
like
them
so expensive.
Who puts them outside of their house? I've seen them in
Josh,
New York.
They're like
no,
not the New York size ones. Like they're like smaller than that, but they're still like a huge statue. They're so expensive, but they're so beautiful. If I ever get a house,
you have a house. You live here now. She lives in the basement. Meg lives in the basement.
This is my bed. Welcome to Hi MTV. Welcome to my crib.
The furnace is right behind me. It kicks on and scares me constantly.
Mm-hmm. That's where we put the people that annoy us in the dungeon in there.
Exactly. But Christmas. So is Christmas like your favorite holiday?
Of all time.
What holiday do you hate the most?
Hate the most?
Or
I feel like I don't hate any holidays. Like some of them I don't
hate
really.
Or overrated?
Overrated. There's a couple.
But I think that's two different distinctions, right?
I don't think I hate any holidays.
Oh, I think I have mine. I think I have my hate and overrated.
Shoot.
Now that like I'm distinguishing between the two.
Go.
Hate Halloween. Thanksgiving is overrated.
This has been Just a Chat. Everybody have a great day. Don't touch me with your hands. Are you kidding
Halloween
me?
hands?
I'm going to call you a stupid idiot again. No. Halloween is like
Halloween's
my second favorite holiday.
Halloween's the worst.
You can't say that and be a horror movie fan.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
I love Halloween.
There you go. He took it back.
The movie.
Me too. Did you see the second one?
What do you mean? Like the second? Oh, like the second of the yeah, and it was horrible.
Awful.
It was
right?
horrible.
I was so excited for that movie. Like when I put it in the calendar on my phone because I was so ecstatic to go see it. The first 5 minutes, I turned to my boyfriend at the time and I said, "I don't like it. Let's go."
I know.
We didn't leave, but it was awful.
What Halloween? What holidays do you hate then?
I don't hate any holidays. I mean, I think overrated, definitely Thanksgiving for sure. Easter for sure.
Thanksgiving's the worst.
It's just too much.
It is.
You just do too much.
And it serves no purpose.
I mean, I'm a very family-oriented person, so I love seeing my family. That's like the only thing. But like also, I mean, I think this year's going to be different for me.
Yeah.
But I really do enjoy being able to see, like, we have family that comes in, like we have family. So like that's the nice part. And I think now that like there are family members, you know, that are back and that are home or they live closer, like it's going to be a little bit different this year, which is going to be cool. So I'm going to try to be more open-minded, but like it's a lot.
It wasn't until like recent.
But I also don't eat that much.
Yeah, I just hate all the food for Thanksgiving.
See, that's your own problem. My
That
issue,
is.
like, I don't really eat
But
that
I don't
much.
have family.
My
I
family
go to
also
Serena's
gets
family.
my family gets
But
so stressed out. My grandmother, my aunt, my grandfather, they're all watching this, and
shout out.
that it's true. So don't get mad at me because you know that it's true. We get so stressed out because we're Italian and we cook, and they're in the kitchen and they get so anxious, and I'm like, how do I help it? I can't help, so then I get nervous. But then we sit down and we eat, and everything's fine. But it's just an overrated. Like everybody who says that they like love Thanksgiving, I'm like, shut up.
I know. I don't know what they love about it.
Christmas is the best time.
Christmas is the best holiday. I'll give you that. But Thanksgiving, all my family's in Kansas City, Missouri. So it was always just me, my mom, and my dad for Thanksgiving. So it was just like kind of whatever. Now we split it, and we go to Serena's in the morning, and then go to my mom's. But
Yeah.
like, it never was anything for me to begin with, because we moved here in first grade. So it was never anything. I didn't have the family thing.
Yeah.
And I hated all the food because I don't eat food.
Yeah. It's just weird. It's just a long day. It's just a very long day.
It is a super long day with like zero payoff. You get no gifts, no presents, no stocking.
Santa ignores you. You don't even get cookies.
No, you're just waiting for Santa. You're just like, let's get through this day so we can get to
and go
Santa.
Black Friday shopping.
I've been once.
That's a good idea. We should take the podcast to like the middle of a Target at 5 a.m. on
I love
Black
it.
Friday.
Is it anything anymore though?
No, because it's all online.
I know. I used to work at Circuit City, and I worked back in the day before all this online stuff, and I did a Black Friday.
I worked a Black Friday at the place I used to work at too.
Yeah.
Mayhem.
It's crazy.
Mayhem.
But do you know that day went by like that?
Yep.
It was
You
fantastic.
blink and then you're done because
I worked 2 Black Fridays. I worked a Black Friday at Apple Store too.
I think I used to always avoid working Black Friday.
I loved it.
I hated it.
Fun fact, I love retail. I've always worked. I love retail.
I loved the people that I worked with. They are the only reason that I like the place that I worked at was amazing. The people I worked for were amazing. Like my coworkers were awesome. But dealing with people all the time made me violent. Like I was like, "Oh my God."
There's a trend.
There's a difference
Meg
between
hating
working
people.
in a corporate job and like
for
having
sure.
to help people like 10 minutes max. When you're in retail and you got to wait on people, like that was the premise of our thing.
I always worked the register customer service.
No.
I loved it.
No. I was having to like wait, like go up to people. Hi, is there anything I can get for you?
Yeah.
And like, can I get your size? Like it was like, can I? And then you had to like put their shoes on for them, and it was like just the amount.
See, that's weird.
The amount of
horror.
the amount of horror stories that I have. Nothing against the company because I literally would have worked there forever.
Yeah.
Because I love the family.
But Meg just hates people.
I hate people so much. I just can't do it. I can't.
You didn't even want to chat with them.
Even though
It's just a chat.
it's just a chat.